no wizard references here. I'm sorry.
It's like Let's Player Law.
It's been done. We don't need to do it.
But it would have been fun.
Do you know how I know this is the 16-bit version rather than the 8-bit version? It's not the graphics, it's not the color, it's the title music. The 8-bit version has no music, and whenever I start the game, I forget this and question whether or not my emulator is playing the audio properly.
You know this game well, then?
No, actually, I know the first world well, and my interest whenever I tried to pick up the game never lasted past the second world. I'm not entirely sure why.
Ooh, maybe because of the whole game over sending you back thing?
Or maybe it's because Nintendo's been using the same ideas from this game for like the last 5 Mario games.
Well, that's not Mario 3's fault, to be fair.
Well, let's get a little more formal before we get into that. I know we got a lot to talk about for this particular game, but greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Brave Scratch commentary of Super Mario Brothers 3. And we got a special guest with us. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yay, hello, I am MasaeAnela. I do Let's Plays too, and I'm an artist, and I'm doing a really corny intro. Hello!
You skipped the extra... John, you are frustrating to watch play.
Let's see, a minute in, and that is a new record, Ted. I'm impressed.
You played that level without actually platforming. That's impressive.
I always do it that way.
It's the first level.
Yeah, it's the first level. The only thing I wasn't really showing off was a pipe you can go into that has a bonus from coins that shape the number 3.
What the hell was Mario doing? He was just like... I didn't know you could fly while crouching with the raccoon tail.
Yeah.
It looks pretty funny.
Yeah, as long as you have P speed, you can fly even while crouching.
Oh, that is... I need to...
I'm still trying to find a way to fly backwards.
Can you actually do that?
I'm sure there's a way.
Have you been hit by? You've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Backwards flying. Fuck yeah. I love it. So yeah, this is all a stage show. I don't know if anybody bothered to look at that attention to detail. If you look at all the background elements,
They're all held
everything
up by
is
like
set
the
up.
ceiling and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, everything looks like it's set up in a stage. So, is Mario 3 canon?
That's pretty cute, actually.
I don't know what it would say about Mario series if it wasn't, because the series has been throwing back to Mario 3 since, well, forever, basically, so...
Paper Mario. Paper Mario.
Yeah, well, Paper Mario wasn't so much a stage, it was a book.
No, it's a stage show. Like
It's a
all
stage-
Was it a stage show?
No, I know Thousand Year Door was a stage show.
Yeah, because in Paper Mario 1, you can see, like, whenever you go into a battle screen, you can see, like, the sun is held up by little strings and stuff like that. It's a similar visual motif to this, really.
I never really thought about that. I
Yeah.
kind of assumed it was like a book, too, actually.
It's a book stage play.
Well, no, I think it's a book during, like, regular gameplay almost, but in battles it's a stage show. Which I like, except for when the audience throws cans at me in Thousand Year Door.
Oh!
Hello, auto-scrolling.
Do not deserve this.
Ooh, this stage sucks.
Mario 3 introduces auto-scrolling levels for the Mario series, and they never looked back.
Did games do auto-scrolling before this? Because this is one of the earliest things I can think of.
Let's see, 19...
This was a pretty late NES
This
game.
is early as 1988.
Yeah.
What do we have to compare? Not Mega Man. I don't think Mega Man got auto-scrolling until 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 was during
Because it's just, it works pretty okay here, because honestly, the platforming in the auto-scrolling stages in this game's pretty tame, all things considered.
I forget,
Thank goodness.
does the first Castlevania do any auto-scrolling?
No.
No.
3 does.
When did,
Sort of.
when did that come
Yeah,
out?
3 does. 3 does auto-scrolling, yeah.
I
When did
feel
that
bad.
come
I've
out?
never played Castlevania, so...
Castlevania 3 was 1989? I want to... Let me look it up. I might as well do a quick wiki search on that one. Because, yeah, that would top it if that came out before. I think it didn't.
And all these games that came out around the year I came out. That's...
Now you know how I feel, Lewis.
Yeah, Castlevania 3 came out first in Japan in 1989. We didn't get it until 1990. And Europe didn't get it until 1992.
Okay, well then I was going to say that the epidemic of auto-scrolling stages in video games is caused by people wanting to be more like Super Mario Bros. 3, but I guess they just want to be more like Castlevania 3 instead. These 3 NES games.
So now I know who to blame for all the rage and all of the pain.
Oh well,
It
no.
wasn't like that.
Castlevania 3 does plenty of rage and pain on its own.
Gonna go.
Yeah.
You're not getting the flute.
No, I'm not gonna skip worlds. It's a full play. It's a full playthrough.
Who's his face?
I figured you
Fred
would've showed
Savage's
it.
brother. Fred Savage's brother would have done it.
How did he know it was there in the first place? He just
he's-
started the game,
Wizard Ryan, he's the wizard.
and everyone got that the first playthrough because they all saw the
He made a contractual deal with Lucifer and say, "Give me the black magic needed to get the flute in Castle 1-1." And Lucifer had no idea what the hell he was talking about and decided, "Hey, get the hell out of here." No, but yeah, I know we're gonna see Boom Boom way later down the road, many times. So I guess getting the warp whistle there would justify it, because once you get the warp whistle, it counts as you finishing the castle. I don't know why. I mean, I guess the warp whistle was the castle's power source.
Actually, can you replay stages in this game? Like,
once you beat the
Not
game.
until Mario World, no.
oh, okay. I didn't know that, actually. I never tried.
You can in the Game Boy Advance port.
Oh, yes. You know, I never played that one.
The GBA ports are basically just the Super
Yeah.
Mario All Stars versions, but
Yeah, I know what they are. It's just that out of all the Mario Advances, I've never played Mario 3.
With crappier sound. Don't forget that part. Because the Game Boy Advance fails at emulating music.
I think it's a combination of the sound hardware and the fact that they had to design it around the original GBA Wide's pretty crappy speaker. So
This fair.
Well, you know what? I never even used the Game Boy Wide speaker. I'd use the SP speaker because it doesn't have frickin' headphone ports for some reason. A
Yeah.
portable system with no headphone ports. Great design choice.
It was a weird omission.
But you know, whenever I was playing the original Game Boy, I had headphones in. Like I don't know anyone who ever plays a handheld and uses the speakers. Not the Game Boy, not the Game Boy Advance, not the PSP or the DS, not the 3DS or the Vita.
It all depends on how close my headphones are to me when I feel like playing the handheld.
am I the only one who finds it impressive that the castle can speak to us and is calling for help? I didn't know that talking architecture was a thing in the Mario game.
I think you're reading a little too into that.
Well, the hills have faces, so.
Everything's alive in Mario. Everything.
I don't know. Have you seen Mario 1? Some of them do.
What?
In the All Stars port, anyway.
I'll have to go look at that later then.
Am I the only one who constantly loses power-ups in this game because they fly off in the wrong direction when you knock them out of the block and then they land in a pit?
Nope, I do that too.
It depends on where Mario is standing.
You're about to call him Mario. How American.
It depends on where he's standing. If you're on the left side of the blocks, it'll slide off to the right. So you can manipulate that once you know.
I'm just impatient, so I don't really care which way it goes, and I just end up screwing myself.
It all depends. I'm usually getting power-ups in a rush anyway. Like, I know this particular question mark has a mushroom or whatever power-up inside it, so the moment I hit it with my head, I'm, like, scurrying to get to the top of that block to grab that power-up. So I usually don't have time to see what way it's going.
Yeah, but you know, I was playing the game last night, just the first world to get a feel for it again, because I was too tired for a full playthrough. I played around with the power-up blocks for a bit, and yeah, it does always go in the opposite direction from where Mario's standing in relation to the block. So if you want to catch it as it falls down, you need to be standing on the other side, and then you need to move over to the correct side when it drops off the block.
Now, has there ever been a bullet hell version? Oh, what am I saying? Of course there has. There's been a bullet hell hack of these airship levels with just bullet bills and the cannonballs flying all over the place. Never mind. And which one is this? Iggy, Lemmy?
I think
It's Iggy.
This is
He-
Iggy.
Yeah.
He's the dumbass who dies in 3 hits and doesn't do anything.
Oh
All
god.
of them are pretty. Oh, I see you jump to
Oh.
catch it as like I do. John.
I always jump to catch it. It's a compulsion. It's like jumping indoors in Mega Man.
There are only 2 2D Mario games that I've played to completion, and those are Mario 1 and New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Wait, no Super Mario World? No Super
No.
Mario World?
World's
Even
the
I've
best
seen Super
one.
Mario World.
Super Mario World yet. I haven't gotten to Super Mario World yet. I kind of want to play the classics.
Wait a minute. Your affinity for platformers. You never played Mario World?
I'm not that big on 2D Mario, actually, to be
But-
honest.
but- but-
Well, if I had to pick a reason, it'd probably be a bit of a frivolous one. Well, when you get down to it, Mario was the first mascot platformer, if not the first platformer.
Pitfall Harry.
Yeah, Pitfall
Pitfall
Harry.
Harry.
Yeah, the first mascot platformer. So, well, it's very basic, isn't it?
It
No, I'd
kind
say
of
it's
is,
simple,
but still.
but not
It's
really.
basic.
not-
It's basic, but it's still fundamentally solid.
And that's not necessarily a problem, but it doesn't really hook me. I started on more, experimental, interesting kind of platformers, so...
But you have to play the classics. That's a classic, man.
I do, but the classics only held me for 2 games.
Yeah, but that's the classic of the classics.
Exactly.
It's like it was like I had my fun with Mario Brothers 1. I had my Super Mario Brothers. I'm sorry, and not to be confused with that arcade game that I can't get into.
Oh, no, I played a lot of that because it was on all of the advanced ports. And
Yeah,
Superstar
yeah,
Saga for some reason.
it is. But I had my fun with Super Mario Brothers 1. I had my fun with New Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, which wasn't particularly interesting in the context of the series, but was still a really solid
Quote
game.
unquote new.
Well, before we get into that, there's one thing I just want to mention. There are 2 specific hidden secrets that
Yeah,
I don't think I'm
getting the
showing off.
coins in this level.
Oh, is this where you get the coin chip?
I'm not going to be able to do it successfully, just getting that out there, but I might as well tell you guys what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to unlock the White Toad House. You can only do it in one specific level in each world, and in the Desert World, it's World 2-2.
And you have to get a certain amount of coins.
You have to get 30 coins in this level.
Exactly 30?
Exactly
Yeah.
30 coins. And then finish the level with it.
Well, that's not cryptic at all.
The White Mushroom House gives you one of 2 items. You can either get a P-Wing, which gives you permanent Super Leaf the entire level, or it can give you an Anchor, which holds down the battleship at the end of the world in case you fuck up. It causes it not to move, which, if you're 100%ing Mario 3 anyway, it's worthless because you can just
Go wherever
go
you
back
want.
to where the ship
Wait,
wherever
hang
you want.
on. That power-up with the P on it is a wing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
it's
like
a
a
P-Wing.
glove finger. It looks like Master Hand retarded.
Mario's number 1! Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
I can see it.
So, wait, did you not get 30, or did... What
I
happened?
didn't get 30.
Okay.
I think I was off by like 2 or 3 coins.
Yeah, 3.
But I was trying to get it, but I could at least tell. Oh wait, I got it anyway. I'm sorry, I was lying, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
well,
not
in
white,
this,
that's blue.
it's
That's
blue, and it's white in the NES version.
You
Yeah.
lied to me, John.
I have to revoke my brain. No, wait a minute.
You have found my house of strange and wonderful things gives you an anchor.
Behold its dramatic mystery.
But what does it do? It's just heavy.
No refunds.
I want
Get
to
out.
weigh you
No window
down.
shopping.
Toad is one of those people that try to sell you shit for a high price.
So he's like Black Market now? Black Market
Yeah.
Toad.
Yeah, he's like who's its face in Animal Crossing, Red.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy Red Toad.
Crazy Toad. There you go.
I'll admit this too, because I started on as far as the Mario 3 formula goes. I started on New Super Mario Bros. Wii, obviously, so the power-ups and secrets are a bit more orthodox in how they're found and stuff.
Well, Mario, the raccoon tail is pretty standard, if only because it's like the biggest new power-up. But, the more hidden power-ups, or the rare ones, are some of the most bizarre in the entire series, like Frog Mario, and the Hammer Brothers suit is awesome.
Does anyone even use the frog suit for anything?
Underwater levels.
Mario 3 was the first of a lot of things. Situational power-ups was one of them, and that is the Toad suit. More on that next part, though, unless you want to say something, Lewis.
I mostly mean just like where the secrets are and how the game is designed around them, because they're a lot simpler to find. Whereas in this game, quite a few of the secrets are very... How the hell are you supposed to find them?
Well, that's why they're called secrets, Lewis.
I gotta get the power, Lewis.
You have to be super OCD for that.
Yeah, Nintendo Power. I get you.
There you go.
Still,
All
it
is well that
just
ends
bugs
well.
me.